Daniel sucks dick. Hello, everybody. I'm here. Hi. Gonna tell you about what I've been up to recently. Yesterday was Memorial Day. Great, wonderful day where you celebrate eating outside and swimming pools. And as far as I know, that's it. Nothing else happens that makes Memorial Day important. Nobody died. What? And so anyway, that's what I did on Memorial Day. I swam with my family as they drank a lot of beer, and then people got in water and put it on their bodies, and then they got out of it after a little while. Yes, but then what's really important, and you better pay attention to this, is that after that, we went to Wendy's. You thought I was going to say something important, and people who know what I'm going to talk about, they thought I was going to talk about that. But no, we went to Wendy's, which is dumb because we had a bunch of hamburgers at my house. But no, some stupid son of a bitch had to get there super late. And he was just like, oh, I had to hang out with my fiance because it's your birthday or some stupid. Oh. Anyway, that's mean. And then we came back to my home. I was going to say house. I don't know why I fixed it. And then we came back to my house, and we played a game, and it's like Dungeons and Dragons, except this one is called Changeling, World of Darkness. And in this, you play as a creature or a character or what you call that's taken into this world, and you are abducted by a fae. And so the fae turn you into a thing, and then you become that thing, and then things happen when you were that. And so, well, my story pretty much goes something like this. My name is Turnip Husk. I am the prized possession and pet to the Fae Overlords, All in All Overstock, and his beautiful wife, Opal Glow Overstock. I was taken from my home when I decided that I wanted a life of leisure. I wanted to be taken care of, and they provided me with that leisure. I am a fish in a bowl. It is the single most leisurely you could possibly be. You just float, and people throw food into the top of the bowl, and it floats to your mouth. I was in heaven. Until one day that all changed, when a couple of vampires came in and murdered my Fae Overlords, as I watched All in All Overstock and his beautiful wife, Opal Glow Overstock, be torn to shreds by their hands and feet and teeth. Maybe it's all a little fuzzy. I knew from that day forward I would dedicate my life to destroy those who ruined my leisure. I was going to kill those vampires. The only problem was I was still a fish, and I was still in a bowl. As the vampires left, I heard them talk about the hedge and a place called Earth, and areas, New York and Washington, and big crowded areas they spoke of, and I knew that's where I needed to go to exact my revenge, but I knew not how to get there. So I waited. I waited as a fish in a bowl would wait, which is to say I floated around, only I wasn't fed, and I wasn't happy. And then suddenly with a great crash, a big stone beast burst through the wall. I watch and look, glance as he looks around the room as if regaining memories of a lost past. Confusion abounds in his mind, and I thought to myself, what the fuck is this thing supposed to be? I do not know who this is or what it's supposed to be. And as he stumbles and trips and fumbles about, he manages to set off a concoction of fireworks in the room, thus knocking over my fishbowl and various other accoutrements, and I was finally free. I was on the ground, and I stood on my fins, and I said, yes, this is my time. I must get out of here, and I'm gonna make my difference. So I hobble-frobbled my little thin feet over to the closest stack of gunpowder that I could grip up into my tiny little chandelier hands. And then suddenly I heard noises, trumpets, and fanfare, alerting a presence that I was not familiar with. So I turned to the big stone giant, and he said, "Jump in my hands, I have a clock." And I said, "Fuck, alright." And so I jumped into his hands, and we made our way. We eventually reach an edge where there's a cosmos man, a pile of rocks, a fish, a clock, hearts, stars, horseshoes, clovers, and blue moons, pots of golden rainbows, and a red balloon. And then so we dove in. Once I hit the water, everything changed. I was no longer the fish that I was. I was anthropomorphized. I was humanoid. I felt different, but I knew that this was what I needed to be if I was going to exact my revenge. So we eventually found the gates to get out of the hedge, and we made our way back to Earth. And we were there. Washington, D.C., they told me. And I knew that this was the place. I knew I heard of them. I knew I heard of them talk of this area. I was going to get my revenge. And I saw him. A familiar face pulling up in a taxi cab. Boston Whippoorwill. The man who changed my life forever. Not quite sure how, but he was a friendly face. And I would not soon forget him. I knew that I was where I needed to be, to become Guppy, the Vampire Slayer.